The fallout over what was redacted or withheld by the Department of Justice and their release of the Epstein files continues this morning, with reports of missing files related to interviews with a victim of Jeffrey Epstein. CBS News Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us now live. Scott, what do we know about this allegedly missing files and their possible ties to President Trump?
Let me tell you, this is what it looks like when a story just won't go away for the Trump administration. It lingers, it persists, and there's all these new little pieces that fan the flames. And this is one of them. A source that has viewed the files, the withheld, redacted files inside the Department of Justice's offices, says there are dozens of pages in question that may relate to Donald Trump and allegations against Donald Trump that were not released with the fuller release of Epstein case files, and still are in the possession of the Department of Justice. Now, the allegations are unfounded. The Trump administration has been unequivocal in their restatements of Trump's denial of any wrongdoing, but there are questions about process here. Why aren't more files being released now? Why are only half of the estimated files released so far? And why is the Department of Justice trying to close the door on further review?
Okay, Scott, I want to ask you about a different topic, because there's also new legislation to ban taxpayer money from going to January 6th rioters. What do we know about the bill, and what taxpayer money are they referring to?
This is a bill that is sponsored today by Deborah Ross, Democrat from North Carolina, in Raleigh, North Carolina. This comes from a hearing that was held on January 6, 2026, when Congresswoman Ross was questioning about these attempts by January 6 rioters, convicted rioters, to sue the Department of Justice and the federal government to get taxpayer-funded payouts for some form of damages, or to try to secure settlements from the Trump administration, cash settlements for their troubles. And this concern rises from the $5 million that was paid out to the family of Ashley Babbitt, who was killed while breaching the House Speaker's lobby on January 6, 2021. But there's a second issue here. A number of these January 6 defendants, a rising number, are going to court to get reimbursements for their court-ordered restitution, fines, and penalties, and in some cases they are succeeding. Congresswoman Ross's legislation matches a Senate bill introduced by California's Alex Padilla, which would prohibit any more taxpayer money going to any January 6 rioter who goes to court. This likely is only a Democratic-supported bill for now, but there's an aspiration that in an election year, some Republicans will come over and say this is just a bridge too far.
Yeah, we'll see how that one plays out. Scott MacFarlane, thank you.